Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. Brett Hendricks along with Roman Lane. Thanks for joining us for our Game 2 here this afternoon. The Bronx and the Panthers of Wiley, Colorado. Wiley comes in 11-4 on the season after winning 2 straight. Wiley defeated Kim on Tuesday by the score of 43-30. The Bronx, on the other hand, they come in 14-3 after a tough loss on the road at Elkhart last night by the score of 65-52. Wiley comes in averaging just under 47 points per game. The Bronx come in averaging right at 69 points per contest. The sixth game of this season, the final game of this sixth game of this series, and the final matchup between these two teams, unless they sign a contract later on. But this will be the final meeting between Wiley and Lakin in this series, the Bronx owning a 5-0 mark. If you're just joining us, you missed out on a good ladies Bronx win, beating Wiley in our first game by the score of 55-27, a game that was tied at 14 apiece. But a good second half by the Lady Bronx, and Roman, you got one game in the books.
Yeah, it was
How
fun.
you feeling?
It was fun. It's good to see the girls really get rolling in the second half there and put 41 on the board. They flipped their first half number and really put it on in there in the second half with, like we talked about, really good ball movement and good looks at the bucket, and they really just cashed in the second half.
I liked it. There again, the ball movement, the crisp passing, just so much more enthusiasm, and just looked a whole lot better in that second half. Just more athletic.
The defense was there in both halves. I thought they played well, kept the girls out of the paint, and they rebounded pretty well too. It's just a matter of the shots weren't falling in the first half, and they got into a rhythm and really put it on.
And defensively, they held Wiley to 14 first half points, 13 in the second. So anytime you hold your opponent to under 30 points, your defense has done something well.
Yeah, you're definitely giving yourself a really good chance to win the game, holding a team under 30.
Our second game today, of course, the Bronx. You know them well. We all know them well. Come in 14-3, averaging just under 70 points per game. Wiley Panthers, on the other hand, they come in 11-4, and really probably the best team that Wiley's brought to Lakin in this 6-game series. But one thing the Bronx are going to find working against them today, they better be good on defense. Wiley, a very big basketball team, 2 players 6'5", a 6'4", and a 6'3". Actually, 3 players 6'5". So a very big team that the Bronx aren't always equipped to battle, because Lakin is not a big team.
Yeah, for sure. It's we haven't had much size here really since Coach Schmidt's been back, unfortunately. But I mean, this is the style that Lakin plays, and it'll be a battle of styles, I would guess, with the size that Wiley has, our speed versus their bigs, and hopefully we can really push the ball and wear these guys out and get another win against Wiley.
And seems to, at times during the season, Lakin will play a bigger team. Of course, last Tuesday had Scott City. Scott City was a bigger team, but it's almost like as soon as Lakin went on that run in the third quarter, Scott City went totally against anything in the post game, because in the post game they were eating the Bronx alive in the paint.
Yeah, and it's styles make fights, and once Lakin can inflict their style on you and get you sped up in a way that they don't want to play, it takes over. And when shots are falling like they were Tuesday in Scott, I mean, I don't know many teams that really could hang with that barrage. I mean, that was just unbelievable shooting from Lakin on Tuesday. It was really fun to watch.
Yeah, the Bronx with 28 points in that third quarter after trailing early in the third by 13 points. They come out of the third quarter leading by 9 and went on to a 19-point win. So, yeah, it's one of those, as a home team, you like to see it. You like to see the home team go on a run like that, but as a defending team, you're like, oh my God,
yeah.
what do we have to do?
Yeah, and you could kind of see that from Scott City and from Coach Gentry. I mean, it's just like with some of the shots that we hit, it's just very difficult to defend.
I wish I had my microphone down there. They are honoring Cervando Gonzalez with the game ball, marked with a big 1,000 in gold. And Coach Schmidt and Cervando posing for a picture. But if you weren't aware, last Tuesday at Scott City, Cervando Gonzalez nailed a 3 from the top of the key to gain his 1,000th point and become the 7th player in the history of Lakin High School to be a 1,000-point scorer. So a sweet moment, special moment for Cervando. The bad thing about it, he did it on the road. You would always like to do that in front of the home crowd, but great for Lakin to honor him here this evening.
Yeah, he's had some pretty cool moments here in the last couple of weeks with the 40-point game against Cimarron and being stuck right there, and then for him to come out like he did against Scott and just let it fly. That was really cool and really proud of him. I mean, he's such a good kid and really a testament to the program. So I mean, Cervando's just went through the ropes, and he's come from. Who would have thought he would score 1,000 points? I mean, but he's just a phenomenal worker, and it really shows. And
that's the one thing that Coach Schmidt always talks about. He's just that consummate hard worker, and he's the type of kid that you have to chase out of the gym.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it's fun to see, and you know, I just look at it, and just to look at, you know, of course, all the stuff that I've got compiled on this laptop, but Cervando Gonzalez is at the top of that list. And I'm not doubting his ability, but, you know, when he's a freshman or a sophomore, you're thinking, oh, you know, be an average, decent career and all. But all of a sudden, his junior year and this year, I mean, he's going to, doesn't even need luck. He could end up the second all-time leading scorer at Lakin High School, and he's going to have possibly the second best single season in the history of Lakin High School basketball. And there's been a lot of great teams and a lot of great players that have played at Lakin, and I've seen a lot more of them than you have.
Absolutely.
But there's been a lot of great scorers and players that have gone through Lakin High School.
Just the sheer amount of points he's been able to score this year has just been unbelievable. And what's just crazy to me, and I've said this to Coach Schmidt so many times, it's the difficulty of shots that he makes. He's not just getting runouts and layups. I mean, he's pulling up on guys, he's breaking guys down off the dribble. I mean, he's got the ball in his hands all the time, and that's a lot of pressure for a kid, and he just rises to it. It seems like every game, and puts together some just great performances.
Starting lineups are being introduced on the floor. We'll run through them real quick for Wiley. Wearing number 5, a 6'5 junior, Connor Wallert. Wearing number 11, a 6'1 senior, Riley Comer. Wearing number 15, a 6'5 junior, Cooper Tixier. Wearing number 32, a 5'11 sophomore, Evan Larrick. And now wearing number 35, a senior. I forgot to click that. Hey, that's quite okay. Hey, don't hesitate to interrupt me. Wearing number 35, a 6'5 senior, averaging 14 points a game, Weston Langston. Starters for the Bronx. Of course, you know them, but we're going to give them to you anyway. Wearing number 3, a 5'9 senior, Cervando Gonzalez. Gonzalez averaging right at 25 points per game. Pablo Areola wears number 5. He's a 5'10 junior. Alan Martinez, a 6'2" senior. He wears number 11, and he's going to tip it off against Cooper Tixier, and Wiley wins the toss. We'll hit the other starters for the Bronx as we go here in our first half. Evan Larrick with it on the right wing to Comer. Now up top of the key, Weston Langston. The Bronx come out in a man-to-man. You'll never see them in a zone. That's a Z word. That's a naughty word to Schmidt. Off the dribble, 15-footer. Somehow Riley Comer just flatted it on the rim and got it to fall. That's always an interesting shot. In the corner, Hudson, catch. Off the back of the rim, won't go. Colter Oldham with the offensive rebound. The Bronx will reset it. Colter Oldham with 10 points last night in that loss at Elkhart. Has it at the top of the key, gives it up to Allen. Allen kicks it to Hudson. He'll try again from this side and hits it. And a 5-second count. Wiley can't get the ball back in. Connor Hudson with that 3. He comes into the afternoon averaging 9 points per game. He's a 5'10 senior, and our 5th and final starter, Colter Oldham, a 6'3" freshman averaging just under 9 points per game. Allen with the inbounds, kicks it up top to Cervando. Cervando step back, thought about the three, works it left side to Older. Man-to-man defense by the Panthers. Allen on the right wing, he'll fire. That is short off the front iron, and Comer with the rebound for Wiley. Areola there to knock it away for the Bronx. Allen picks up the loose ball. Cervando, long three, left wing, off the back iron, won't go. And the rebound comes off to Connor Waller. Bronx with pressure after the miss. Waller with the basketball. Near steal by Pablo. Comer gets away. Up the floor, out of reach of Langston. He saves it back in. Right to Evan Larrick, who hits the shot, and he is fouled. Just a Chinese fire drill of a play, and Larrick just at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, for sure. It looked like we were going to get a turnover there, just pushing them and making them play faster than they wanted, and good save. And
Larrick with the and one. He has three. It's a 2-point Wiley lead. From the left side, Pablo up top to Hudson. He'll back it out. They'll reset. Looking to drive. Hands it off to Oldham. Cervando in the paint. The floater, good. Nice teardrop in the lane by Cervando Gonzalez. And we are tied at 5 apiece. I didn't see who scored that.
That was Cooper.
Number 11?
Yeah, Cooper ticks, or no, 15, sorry. Cooper.
Oh, Cooper ticks here, okay. 30-second timeout called by Lakin. You were worried about keeping up with the fast pace of the boys game, and I'm the one that's behind.
Well, I'm already screwed up.
What do you got?
Miss a free throw?
Yeah, Larrick had the end one.
Okay.
Number 32. Did they really?
By 6.
Lakin basketball after the 30-second timeout called by the Bronx. Hudson in the corner, dribbles out on the wing, cross court to Areola. Cervando in the air, dishes up top. Allen, the three, won't go. And Langston with the rebound. Outlet to Larrick near side. Takes it up against Allen and lays it up and in. Larrick already with 5 points. Wiley with the 4-point lead. Pablo loses a handle but gains it in the corner. Back out front to Allen. Hudson, right corner, three, got it. Connor Hudson, 2 straight threes. He has 6. Pulls the Bronx to within 1. Larrick has it tipped away by Areola. And Cooper ticks here with the basketball. Near side, Connor Waller in the corner to Comer. Three, top of the key, in and out, won't go. Cervando with the rebound.
Good defense there by Lakin. I think that was a rough shot.
I look at Cervando's rebound totals at 4.7 rebounds per game. It's amazing to me. He's always around the basketball how he doesn't have more rebounds than that. Connor from the corner, his 3rd three of the night. He's got 9. And the Bronx on top.
Good steal by Pablo.
Pablo with the steal. Brings it up the floor. Now finds Cervando, crosses the timeline. Crossover dribble, step back, 18-footer, got it. That's one of the things with Cervando's game this year that he's added.
Steal
that we
by
didn't
Cervando.
See.
Oh! He went to pass it to, he jumped and he went to pass it to Coulter, and Coulter was ready for the rebound.
And the steal by Hudson. Up the floor, gives it up. Oh, he was going to give it up to Allen, and Larrick tipped it away. Wide open in the backcourt, Langston, and he throws it away. Bronx catch a break there. They go from a big big steal and a shot on one end to a turnover on the other.
Speeding Wiley up, I think, and we're kind of falling into the same deal with the back-to-back turnovers ourselves, but that's the pace we want to play.
Adria Gomez-Escabel, a.k.a. Chakey, into the lineup for the Bronx. Oldham off the dribble over to Cervando. 3. That was rhythm right there. Cervando just smooth up and puts that shot in. Bronx now up by 7. Cervando with 7. Layup on the other end. That was Langston. And a timeout called by Wiley.
No, I think that was Nate.
Yep. It was what? No, it was Wiley.
That was Wiley.
Yep, yeah, Wiley. So a full timeout called by the Panthers. We'll take one as well. 2:41 to go in the first quarter. Bronx on top, 16-11. We'll be back right after this.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
Bronx using an 11-0 run. They lead at 16-11. Connor Hudson, the hot hand so far, with 3 threes in this first quarter. Bronx with 4 threes already in the first quarter. The Bronx in that run at Scott City on Tuesday night had 8 threes alone just in the third quarter. Cervando thought about the long 3. Now he will. It's off the front of the iron, and Riley Comer with the rebound. Bronx with pressure off the miss. Comer double dribbled. He got it. He caught it on the hip. Eric Munson into the lineup for Lakin. If I ever forget to turn your volume up, it's number 2 right here.
Oh, you won't have to worry about me touching anything on that board, Brett.
Well, it's right there. Allen, the drive, gets a reverse layup, and he's fouled.
What a strong play by Allen there to finish through contact.
Foul is on Riley Comer. That's his first. Allen, a 67% free throw shooter at the line with the and one. Off the mark. Allen struggled last night a little bit from the free throw line as well. Larrick off the rebound, takes it coast to coast. Now on the drive, he'll be called for the foul. Cervando goes hard to the floor, and he comes up limping. Larrick with the foul, that's his first. Connor Wallert back in the lineup for Wiley. And the only way Cervando's coming out is if you cut it off. He's going to walk it off best he can.
Looked like he banged his hand up last night.
Allen with the step back 3. Off the side of the rim, out of bounds, will go to Wiley. There's been a couple of occasions early in the season, Cervando battled with a little bit of an ankle problem, but is just turning it, and he just couldn't quite get it healthy. Pressure by the Bronx. Jace Parker into the lineup. He has the basketball near side. Parker, a 6'4" junior. Pass up the floor. They find Wallert now to Comer. Bronx with the 7-point lead. Parker finds Comer in the corner, guarded by Martinez. And an illegal screen. That'll go against Cooper Tixier, his first. One thing today, we have not seen officials kind to those that are trying to lay a screen today.
No.
Girls game and this one.
They've been all over it. If they're moving a little bit, they're nailing them.
Chakey with it up top. Gives it up to Cervando. Faked. Now top of the key. Hits it off the dribble, and Cervando, I'll tell you what, he's in some pain. He came up limping again. off of that three-pointer. Bronx on top by 10, their biggest lead of the half. And Coulter back in the lineup for the Bronx. I want to send a shout out to Shorty's on Main Street, one of the many supporters of Lakin High School sports. Allen with the steal out to Coulter. Coulter stops from 12, off the back iron, won't go. Battle for the rebound. Jace Parker comes away with it. But send a shout out to Big E with his support, and a foul on the dribble. That'll go against Eric Munson. Yeah, I've got 2 Lakin fouls. They've got 3 on the board. Are you caught up?
No, I'm missing one on each side.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm missing 1 on each side as well. I got 2 for Wiley as well. Traveling violation in the backcourt, and it'll go back to the Bronx with 40.7 seconds to go. Really want to see how Cervando can finish out this quarter. He came up limp and really favoring that ankle when he shot that 3. Tyler Ruffschneider, Ruffschneider into the lineup for Wiley. A 6'5" senior, averages 2 points per game. Munson on the wing, up top to Oldham. They work it around the arc. Allen off the dribble. He'll take it to the rack. Oh, can't get it to fall. And the rebound comes to Jace Parker. Under 30 seconds to go in our quarter. Connor Wallert, spin move, up the floor, almost stolen by Hudson. Comer gets loose and hits the layup. Bronx now will walk it up the floor. 10 seconds to go as Cervando goes across the timeline with it. Oldham looking to drive. Banged in the paint. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul on Weston Langston, his first. Pablo at the scorer's table. Also at the scorer's table, Ivan Ayala for Wiley. Pedro into the lineup. Coulter hits the first free throw. First point of the afternoon for Coulter. Came into the game with a 53% free throw shooter. The Bronx as a team shoot at 65.5. Free throw missed. And that'll do it for our first quarter. Bronx fell down by 4 early, but an 11-0 run. They take an 8-point lead after the first quarter of play. We'll take a timeout. We'll have the second quarter for you right here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Don't go away. We'll be back. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools. (22-13), the Bronx lead it after the first 8 minutes of play. Brett Hendricks along with Roman Lane. Roman getting his first taste of play-by-play action here this afternoon.
It's been a lot of fun, a lot going on.
I don't know what I would do if I ever got to just watch a game. Coulter, kick pass in the corner. Hudson, the hammer 3. His 4th of the half.
Steal.
Bronx steal. Oldham from the corner. Has it blocked away by Jace Parker. Nice drive by Oldham, but Parker just a little bit better to go up and eject it. 10 count. Good defense by the Bronx. I've been doing this long enough. Like I said, I go to a ball game, I'm bored without pen and paper. I really am, and I love to just go and watch. But it's like I'm not doing enough while I'm sitting there watching the game. Hudson fires from 3 off the front rim that time. Larrick with the rebound and knocked away from behind by Pablo. It'll stay with the Panthers. Bronx with their biggest lead of the half. Waller to inbound on the far sideline in front of the Panther bench. Finds Larrick. Allen got a hand on it. Pablo up to Allen with the reverse layup. Bronx just the quick hands. Able to force so many turnovers. Ball loose. Ayala scoots it to Parker. Parker in the paint. They kick it outside. They'll reset the offense. Waller in the far corner. Evan Larrick with it. He dribbles it out on the wing looking for help. Has to find Ayala up top. Good defense by the Bronx. Turnaround off the glass. Reicheneider will go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on Connor Hudson. And that's his second. There's one foul we missed. Okay. I got him with 2, and there's 4 fouls up there, so that was one of them that we missed. Reicheneider missed the free throw. And the second free throw is short. Allen grabs the bouncing ball. Cervando up the floor. Pass out front stolen away by Connor Wallert, and he hits the layup. One time that Cervando Gonzalez would want to have one back, right?
Yeah, I had my head down. He hit a 3 right there.
And Cervando comes back. He wasn't passing that one off. He hits the 3 on the other end. The 15-point Bronx lead. Excuse me. Off the miss. Oldham with the rebound gives it up to Cervando. The Bronx are running.
Pablo got a hand on that one.
Cervando slipped through the defense, missed the layup. I think he's probably more amazed that he was that wide open to slip through the defenders.
I think so too.
Beat, you could hear him in the background, wanting the backcourt. Steal out front. Cervando will hit the layup. Cervando, 15 points in this first half. Wallert finds Larrick. Larrick with nowhere to go against the Bronx defense. He's on the sideline. Coach Smith wants to say something so bad. I think he stepped on the sideline, and I don't think it was. I could just tell by body language. Wallert on the dribble. Takes it back out on the wing, looking for help. Now just throws it wildly out front to Ayala. 3 from the left side. Jace Parker misses. Alan Martinez with the rebound. 32-15, the Bronx with the 17-point lead. Allen kicks it to the left side. Hudson 3 off the back of the rim. And it comes back to Wiley. Evan Larrick with the rebound. Over to Wallert, back to Larrick. Just over 4 minutes to play in the half. Larrick spins away from Martinez in the corner. Parker works it back to Larrick. They'll set it up. Wallert the 3 from the right side off the glass. Got it. Doesn't always have to be pretty, just has to be effective. Hudson 3 from the other side, follows his miss. Pablo saves it back in, and in the hands of Jace Parker. Good hustle by Pablo Areola. Foul will be called on Pablo Areola. One thing I'm watching when I watch Connor Wallert dribble, they've got to keep that elbow in. He's
extended it a few times here, and They got a couple of those in the earlier game too, so that'll be interesting to see if get a little acting and
Yeah.
draw one on him.
Got to try to sell it, I guess, yeah. Munson and Shaky back into the lineup. Comer with it, up top to Ayala, back to Comer on the left wing. He's guarded by Cervando. Cervando with 15 points in this first half. Into the lineup for Wiley, Rhett McDonald. Comer to Ayala. Good defense by the Bronx, not giving any drives, keeping them out beyond the paint, out beyond the stripe.
Yeah, they're really sitting down and guarding. Tough shot there. Oh.
Parker with the rebound. Feed underneath to Cooper Tixier. And a foul on the Bronx. I think that'll be on Alan Martinez. It is. That's his first. Sixth team foul on the Bronx. 4-4 Wiley. Evan Larrick to inbound. Loose ball out front. Allen with the loose ball. Gets the defender in the air. Hits the layup. And will go to the line. Foul will be against Jace Parker. Just a headsy play by Alan Martinez with the defender right in his hip.
Yeah, I mean, just Allen's got such great length and to even make a play to get the tip out and then just to keep hustling and tipping it to himself with those long arms and getting an and one. Just a great play there by him.
Allen missed his first free throw attempt, but converts the three-point play the old traditional way there.
Maybe that'll get him going a little again here.
Now Allen with just 6 points in that loss last night. Hudson able to tip that away. Oh, they said last touch by Ayala. It's a good job by Hudson. Whether he got a fingertip or not, he just got in the way.
Yeah, great play by Connor, just hustling there and getting a hand on it and tipping it off the guy. Get us an extra possession here.
Cervando hands it off to Connor. Over to Allen. Allen will fire long range. Three off the back iron will go, but he gets the offensive rebound. Cervando from the wing. All I can say is wow. I mean, he just tempted the defender to come get me and then just shot it.
Yeah, he almost looked at the defender and said, "Are you not going to come out any further?" No? Okay.
Drew Patterson into the lineup for the Bronx. Cervando with 18 in this first half. Stolen away.
Good play, Shake.
Shakey's going to hit the sideline. It'll go back to Wiley, but good hustle there. Riley Comer to inbound for the Panthers. Wiley that time sent somebody deep, I think, just to clear the defense. Ooh. Blocked from behind by Allen. Picked up by Munson. Allen has it on the far side. Drive, split the defenders, missed the shot. The rebound comes off to Cooper Tixier, and Connor Hudson with the foul. That's going to be 3 fouls on Connor Hudson. That's one of those situations when you leave your feet, there's only one place you're going to do, only one thing you can do, and that's come back down.
Yeah.
Yeah, nowhere to go once you leave your feet. 3 fouls on Hudson. He goes to the bench.
I think the Wiley kid felt that as much as Connor did.
Yeah. Ayala will go to the other end to shoot the 1-and-1. Wiley just 1 of 3 from the free throw line in the first half. Ayala gets it to roll. And he got them both. Weston Langston back in the lineup for Wiley. Those of you that might be watching from Wiley, I do apologize if I'm butchering some names. I try not to. Munson from the left wing, got it from 3.
Eric.
I like the fact that Eric Munson comes off the bench and is not afraid to put that shot up.
No, he shot it pretty good last night. He had that great turnover in Scott City. He's really played well.
3 from the right side, good by Weston Langston. The big guy steps out, hits it from 3. Allen in the paint, finds Munson. Munson reverse layup. Oh, can't get it to go. Battling for the loose ball. Chase Parker comes away with it for Wiley. Gives it up to Comer. Now to Langston. Langston on the dribble.
Oh.
Patterson will be called for the foul. Langston will go to the line with the 1-and-1. Drew Patterson will pick up the foul. I don't know that anybody can extend an elbow that far and push a player, then that guy gets the foul.
Yeah, poor Drew kind of. I don't know what he was supposed to do right there.
Yeah, Drew, he definitely comes up on the short end of that stick. He ended up on the floor and got the foul. Bronx quick up the other end. Munson. Langston got a hand on it. Chase Parker with the loose ball for Wiley. Now stolen by Martinez. Martinez leans in and hits the layup. And a turnover by Wiley in the backcourt. Some of these younger players getting an opportunity, doing a good job here.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, you look out there and you got 4 freshmen and Allen.
Allen looks up at the clock. Bronx will hold it for 1. Good half for the Bronx, 43 points after scoring just 52 last night. Oldham. Patterson from the right side. 3 is off the rim, no good. Shaky with the rebound. Goes to the floor, and that'll do it for our first half. But a good first half by the Bronx, 22 in the first, 21 in the second. They lead the Panthers of Wiley, Colorado, 43-24 at the half. We'll take a timeout. We'll add up some totals. We'll have those for you when we return. And we'll talk to victorious Lady Bronx head coach J.C. Holloway when we return. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back right after this.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You could lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
All this stupid work. When it's time to do that welding, don't do it yourself and make a mess out of it. Call Hendricks Professional Welding Service in Lakin. On the farm, on the ranch, or at your place, or at Hendricks Welding 3 miles west of Lakin. Welding done right the professional way. Call Brad Hendricks at Hendricks Welding at 355-6734. That's Hendricks Welding. Don't do it yourself and make a mess. Just call old Brad.
We're at the half. The Bronx leading the Wiley Panthers by the score of 43-24. Brett Hendricks along with Roman Lane. Thanks for joining us for Bronx basketball here this afternoon. A different halftime for us here this afternoon. A diaper dash. And we're trying to see if there are any other babies that are going to be down there. But Coach Bamberger and his wife Lacey with the twins. And I would have thought it would have been kind of an unfair advantage where they have a 2-1 advantage with twins down there, but looks like they're the only ones that entered.
Yeah, he's going to come on with first and second here.
Exactly. Yep. And they're off. I don't even know if we've got it on the camera. I think we might have. We do. It's unfortunate there's not more babies in it, but hey, you know what? Can't fault the winners if nobody else enters, right? Uh-oh. So either way, Coach Bamberger and his wife Lacey and the twins are going to win this diaper dash. There we go. We have a winner. We're at the half. Let's look at the first half numbers. Making sure I had one that I'd scratched, but I wanted to make sure what I had. Weston Langston leading away with 6 points for Wiley. Connor Wallert with 5. Riley Comer with 4. Cooper Tixier with 2. And Ivan Aiello with 2 points. Scoring for the Bronx, a good first half for Cervando Gonzalez with 18 points. Connor Hudson with 4 threes in that first half. He follows with 12. Alan Martinez with 9. Colter Oldham with 1. Eric Munson with a 3 off the bench. From the free throw line, Wiley 3 of 6 from the stripe. The Bronx just 2 of 3 from the free throw line in our first half. If you weren't with us earlier, you should have been. The Lady Bronx snapping a 2-game losing streak with a 55-27 win over the Wiley Panthers. We're now joined by Lady Bronx head coach J.C. Holloway. And first off, thanks for sitting in last night in the second half of the boys game. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that.
That was good, wasn't it?
It had a good time.
I've already had a few comments. People said they went back and
all
listened
good?
to it. Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
they're not looking to just hammer on you.
Not yet. I think it's just because it was the first time they're like, oh, you did great.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It was a lot of fun.
It was fun. I had a good time, except for the game.
Yes, exactly. On both ways there. Yeah, no kidding. The Lady Bronx get back in the win column here tonight, but I'll tell you what, a very sluggish first half. It just didn't seem like there was any flow or any rhythm at all.
I like how you say sluggish. That's a good way to put it. We did some things that were not characteristic of our team in the last few games, and so we had a little conversation at halftime and talked about some of those things. But it was mostly effort and focus, mental toughness a little bit.
Came out hot, and that talk at halftime must have worked. The Lady Bronx came out and put up 20 in the third quarter, besting what they put up in the first half just in that quarter alone. But one thing I said to Roman when they came out, you could just see a lot more aggressiveness. The passes were crisper. They had good looks in the first half, and it just weren't going for the Lady Bronx. But the second half, a much different looking team, and it showed, going on to win by 28.
Yeah, we did some things a little bit better in the second half. We still missed some layups that to be a much better or even considered a great team, we've got to be able to finish our layups, and especially when we're getting the ball there. A lot of teams have a hard time getting it there even, So we've got to do a better job finishing, and then we got to do a better job from the free throw line, and then defensively we still had some issues in the second half, but the effort just was not there at the start, and it's tough. Last night was a big game. Had a chance to be league champs and didn't go so well. So I'm sure some of them were a little, unhappy with how things went last night, and it carried over.
3 ladies in double figures. We haven't seen that very many times for the Lady Bronx, but Jared with 14 points, but Sammy with a good second half with 10, all coming in that second half.
Yeah, and she continues to play so hard, and I challenge her a lot sometimes. If you're up here watching, sometimes I am talking very loudly to her, and she's handling it really well, and it's made her a better player, I think, and be able to push herself a little bit more, and she's going to continue to get better. She's still really young.
Sarah tonight back with the shooting stroke in double figures with 10 as well, and I just get a kick when she can catch the ball in rhythm, and she's got a nice-looking shot. And we've talked about it many times how she just doesn't seem confident and will pass up the easy one. But when she gets it in rhythm, she's got a nice shot.
And she stayed after today. We had a little practice shoot around, and she stayed after and even got some extra shots up. And I did, talk to her a little bit about some things, and definitely needs to be somebody to help us out. I didn't talk about Jared earlier. Jared did a great job once again. That's 2 games in a row that she's really shot the ball. She shoots from mid-range, 8 to 12 feet, really good.
Yes.
If we can get some more made layups out of her, she'd be putting up 20 pretty easily, I think.
There were some times today in that contest where maybe giving Brooke a break, that's Jara moves down into one of the post positions, and with her athleticism, and she's 5'9", she's not as tall as Sammy and Brooke, but at 5'9", she could be a very strong post-up player. But with her athleticism, that makes her even more of a weapon because she can also step it out from there too.
Well, and that's what we tried to talk to her about at the beginning of the season is, playing her at that 4 spot just really, allows us to spread it and get her on the perimeter, especially with a team that has 2 post players. So, hopefully we can use that later on in the season and definitely next year.
And I think it's a great opportunity for her. Of course, she's not going to play there all of the time, but when somebody needs a little bit of a break, I just like her athleticism from that position. And I think that's going to be a great asset moving forward for her.
Yeah, definitely.
Aaron Urey off the bench with 8 points. All of those coming in the second half. Her problem tonight is she battled some foul trouble. But I'll tell you what, there's nothing wrong as long as you're being aggressive. But I thought she came around with 8 points. A good game for her.
She's had 2 good games, and it has everything to do with how she plays in JV and how she prepares practice-wise. She's done a great job in turning things around because she didn't play in very many varsity games, and especially lately. But she figured things out in the JV game and helped us out a lot.
And it worked out big today as the Lady Bronx snapped the 2-game losing streak. Coach, of course, as always, thanks for coming up and joining us here. And
yeah, all right.
Are you wanting to set in?
No. I'm just checking out the.
Okay, you're checking out Roman's work there, aren't you?
Yep. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna go talk to some coaches that are here.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, congratulations on the win. Now you get a little time off before the Lady Bronx are back on the floor next Friday.
Time off. We're gonna go back to work. We got a few things we're gonna correct for Sub-State and hopefully get ourselves ready to make another run.
Well, time off, just a chance maybe just to take a little rest and get your legs back under you after it's been hectic.
All right. I guess we'll do that.
There's never no time off, but it's just a chance maybe to just work on some things and get things going for the stretch run.
All right, I better
Thanks
get
a
out
lot,
here.
Coach. All righty.
Appreciate it.
Lady Bronx head coach J.C. Holloway. Lady Bronx with the big win this afternoon. Alan Martinez with the basket on the other end. Layup missed on the Wiley end, but the putback good by Riley Comer. Am I going to have to catch up your sheet, I think? I see Allen had 2.
I think I'm good.
Comer had 2, and Tixier had 2. Allen fires from 3. That is way short. Rebound comes off to Connor Waller. And an offensive foul. Connor Waller with the push off, and we had talked about that in the first half, and they got him that time.
Yeah, he did it right here on this right wing in the first possession too.
Right wing, Allen takes it to the top of the key, crosses over now to Cervando. Cervando, the step back 3. Got it. What a great shot that Cervando's added this year. But another one I like is his pull-up jumper, from mid-range.
Yeah, both really, really tough shots. I mean, those are not easy shots to make, and he takes them with regularity, and he makes them with regularity.
Connor Hudson with the rebound off the missed 3. Cervando takes it up the other side. He'll hand it off to Oldham. Bronx back to a 20-point lead. Out top, Allen. Allen crosses over, takes it to the paint, short off the glass, and Langston with the rebound. Actually, that was Tixier with the rebound for Wiley, and they throw it into the scorer's table as it go back to the Bronx. 5:59 to go in the third quarter. Rondo with it, steps up, three, just a little strong off the back iron, and the rebound tipped away by Oldham, and he'll go to Wiley. There for a minute they were standing there. I didn't know if they were going to give it to Wiley or not. So the Bronx with pressure on the inbounds. Evan Larrick with it. And a timeout. Rodney Yates, the Wiley head coach, saved a turnover there. Bronx were going to get that 10 count. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 5:41 to go in the third. Bronx with the 20-point lead. They led by 21 late in the first half. Looking to go to 15-3 on the season.
Yeah, they've just been really able to speed Wiley up, in my opinion, and really be the more athletic team, and it made a bunch of threes too.
Wasn't keeping track of three. I was keeping track of threes early in the game.
I got us for 1, 2, 5,
9.
9 in the first half, and then Cervando's 1 here in the second half.
Oh, there were 9 in the first half. Did I miss one?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, was. Yep. Colder with the steal, slips through, and he walked with it. It'll go back to Wiley. Yep, 10-3 so far in the game for the Bronx. And it's no secret, the Bronx want to shoot threes. They own the state record for threes made in a season. In transition, Comer missed the shot. Pablo on the rebound. He's fouled by Weston Langston. Foul on Langston, second by my count.
That's what I got him for too.
And it is on the board. Eric Munson into the lineup for Lakin. Allen hands it off to Hudson. No look pass to Oldham on the right wing. Three is off the back of the rim, but Connor with the rebound. Cervando, a little shake and bake, drive, kick in the corner. Martinez hits the three.
Great ball movement. Get the offensive rebound on a really good drive and kick by Connor, and then really good drive and kick by Cervando there too.
Connor Wohlert just does get it across the timeline. Eric Munson with the defense. Larrick on the near side. Back out front to Wohlert. And a steal far side. Cervando races out in front of everybody and hits the easy layup. 23 points for Cervando. It's an 8-0 run by the Bronx. And another steal in the backcourt. Oldham stops, hits it off the glass. It's a 10-0 run by the Bronx. 55-28. Tixier. Larrick with the three right side off the glass. Munson with the rebound. Bronx quick up the other end. Hudson stops on the wing. Looking to drive, and will draw the foul, go to the line to shoot two. Foul on Cooper Tixier. And that's his third, so maybe that was the other one we missed in the first half. maybe.
Yeah.
Hudson at the line for 2. A 62% free throw shooter. That one's off the back iron. Chakey back into the lineup for Lakin. Austin Ritzma in the lineup for the Bronx as well. I'm not going to have enough columns in our score sheet here tonight. I'm already at the bottom. Hudson with the second free throw attempt. Got that one to go. Good day for Hudson with 13 points, matching his uniform number. Near steal. Ritzma almost got it.
That was off his head.
It's off the head of Larrick. It's a good defense by Austin Ritzma. Ritzma, another one of those freshmen. 6'4" freshman. Hudson with the 3 from the corner. Off the back iron, Cervando battling for the rebound. Whistle on the play. That's going to be on Cooper Tixier as well. That's his 4th. No, they just said second. Now, how do I have 4 for him coming up here?
I have 2 for him. That was going to be what I thought was his 3rd.
Okay.
So I have no
3
idea.
from the left side by Cervando Gonzalez. Well, and it's a 31-point Bronx lead. One thing about it, Roman, when you're listening at home, when I say my sheet's messed up with fouls, now you know why.
Yeah.
I'm always off. Tixie here with 2.
Not official.
Never official. 14-0 run snapped by that basket. Comer fouled as he crosses over. I think that'll go on Austin Ritzma out front, but we'll wait and see. And it is Ritzma's first foul. Oldham and Martinez back into the lineup for Lakin. .241 to go in the third. Bronx lead it by 29. Inbounds tipped by Adric, and a foul will go against Eric Munson, his second. Second team foul on the Bronx. Panthers to inbound on their baseline. Tixier turnaround over Chakey, good. Cooper with 8. Adric bobbles, finds Ritzma top of the key. He'll give it up to Munson, who fires from 3 off the front rim. No good. Allen with the offensive rebound out front. Adric 3. Chakey hits it. First 3 for Adric out front. Bronx basketball. I missed what the play was, but Bronx get it back.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Good thing we got video, Brad.
Yeah. Ritzma got the defender in the air and hits it. Austin Ritzma with his first career, too. Bounce pass. Tixier slips away in double figures with 10. A new player on the floor for Wiley. I'll get the number here in a minute. Ayala's in the lineup. Munson the drive out front to Oldham. Over to Ritzma. His 3 blocked by Tixier, but Ritzma picks up the loose ball. Timeout called by Lakin. So I'm trying to get the number. 12? 30-second timeout by Lakin. 12, Rhett McDonald. Thirty-second timeout taken by Lakin. 1:26 to go in the third quarter. Bronx on top by 30. Oldham, Martinez, Ritzma, Munson, and Chakey on the floor for the Bronx. Comer, Tixier, Larrick, Ayala, and McDonald on the floor for Wiley. Adric from the left side finds Munson. Thought about it. Munson on the drive. Blocked from behind by Larrick. He has the loose ball. Munson battling for it. And Wiley has it. McDonald from the left side. Three, got it. Rhett McDonald off the bench with the three. Oldham sizing up the defender. Now he'll drive off the glass, won't go. And Tixier with the rebound. Gives it up to Larrick, takes it up the far side. 45 seconds to go in the third. McDonald left wing, lobs it in, knocked away by Ritzma. Chakey couldn't quite bring it in, and it'll stay with the Panthers. Evan Larrick to inbound for the Panthers. Long inbounds to Tixier out front, near side to Comer. Comer stops, looking for the outlet, finds Ivan Ayala. Shot from the near corner, miss. Larrick got the rebound, and his putback was blocked, and a traveling call on Austin Ritzma after the rebound. Rhett McDonald for Wiley is a 6-foot freshman. Ivan Ayala is a 5'9" sophomore. McDonald with the inbounds in the far corner, knocked away by Allen. 9.9 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bronx with another nice quarter. Had 22 in the first, 21 in the second, and another right now 21 in the third. 5 seconds to go. McDonald with it near side. Now double teamed. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. 0.8 to go. McDonald inbound on the near side. Backside, Larrick missed the shot. And that'll do it for our third quarter. Another good quarter by the Bronx. They lead it by the score of 64-37. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Bronx basketball on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube.
A lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides.
Oh, classic convertible.
And have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo.
From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
Love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks along with Roman Lane. Well, we're almost through it. 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, we been pretty consistent tonight. I think we were all just a little curious how the boys were going to respond after the game last night down in Elkhart, and I've been really impressed with them. They've really played hard from the jump and hit some shots, and really got a bunch of guys involved too, and a lot of guys getting minutes tonight, which is really exciting to see.
Well, that's always important for your future. Of course, the Bronx Big Three is Connor, Cervando, and Allen, but they graduate this year, so these younger players have got to get some time. Pablo will be back next year. He's a junior, but a lot of freshman players getting some valuable experience and a lot of playing time.
Yeah, and there's nothing like on-the-job experience, and these guys are getting it. And Wiley, I mean, they've got some big kids, so I think it's good for these guys. Any kind of time they can get is going to be beneficial to them.
Bronx lead it by 27 as we start the fourth quarter. Martinez with the three, got it, and there's 30-point lead, and the clock will run from here on out. Coach Schmidt starting the original starting five to start this fourth quarter, and I think he just wants to give them a minute or two, then they're going to be coming out. For one, you don't want to risk an injury in a 30-point game.
Right. Yeah. No, probably just get a few minutes for these guys and get some more freshmen in.
Tixier reverses the floor, brings it near side to Ayala. Out front to McDonald. Under 7 minutes to play. Bronx are going to improve to 15-3. Wiley will fall to 11-5 on the season. Evan Larrick with it. Out on the point. Now to Comer on the left wing. Larrick stops from 12 over everything. Connor Hudson with the rebound. He'll give it up to Cervando. Cervando with 26 points tonight to lead all scorers. Think he might fire from 3 one more time before he goes out?
Yeah. Try to get to 30 maybe.
Well, he's sitting at 26. Pablo out to Cervando. Cervando, 3, got it. He's got 29. Substitution starting to line up at the scorer's table. Bronx lead it by 33. Foul out front. That'll be on Pablo. Chakey, Eric Munson, and Drew Patterson on the floor for the Bronx. Cervando, Hudson, and Martinez. We'll take a break. Weston Langston back into the lineup for Wiley. Also Connor Wallert. McDonald lob underneath, knocked away by Pablo. Munson with the loose ball. Now Adric with it. Pablo in the corner. Oldham with the 3. Off the front rim, won't go. Pablo with the offensive rebound, has it stolen away. He knocked it away, but he'll stay with Wiley. Pablo's one of those guys that just does not look to score.
No, he doesn't, but he does so many things that don't even come down in a stat sheet or in a book or anything. I mean,
by far.
He's in the right place all the time. He's got great length. He defends really well. He gets offensive rebounds. He's really a good player.
McDonald with the head fake 3 out the front iron. Pablo lets it go, but Pablo got the offensive rebound. He had a wide open 8-footer putback and just decided to pass it back out. But like you said, and I've made the comments all year long, that he does those things you'll never see in a box score. Able to keep a ball alive. The offensive rebound, he's going to dive on the floor. He's going to do those little things, and if he scores 2 points, I guess that's a bonus for the Bronx.
Yeah, and you look through Nate's time, and he's had those guys that play that role, and they play it really well. Off the top of my head, I think of Fern. Guy that was just always in the right place, would get his hand on balls that you didn't know how he even got a hand on it, And those kind of players are invaluable.
Adric with the 3. That's off the glass, I think.
It was.
Adric with the bank. I guess we'll give him credit if he called it or not. One of those situations you missed it so bad it went in. Langston turnaround. Ross Ryder with the rebound. Ross into the lineup along with Vincent Bocanegra. Chakey with the bounce pass to Munson. Back to Bocanegra. Munson out on the wing to Patterson.
These kids moving the ball
Chakey
well.
Off the baseline. Adric with 8. I keep switching it up. Eric tells me call him Chakey. But some people at home may not know Chakey, so I got to switch it up and call Adric as well. Timeout substitution by Lakin. Bodie McCormick into the lineup. Elvin Marino also in for the Bronx. Tell you what, I like the freshman ball movement on that last trip down.
Seriously, that was really nice. Had Wiley just scrambling.
Elvin Marino is 6'3" junior. And he has a steal in the paint. I always tell, Jared, of course, and then Coach Schmidt, with these freshmen playing, they get to come in. Vinny with the three from the right side off the back iron. It's over the support. But I like it for the simple reason you're not running the score up on anybody.
No.
These guys deserve to shoot too, but I always look at it as the walk-ins at KU that always get this 16,000 person standing ovation for the 30 minutes of game time that they get, and that's what I compare it to.
Well, and it's just really cool for them to get some meaningful minutes. This isn't the last 30 seconds of a game or anything like that, and you can't, I mean, you're not going to have these kids come in and try to play stall ball.
No.
They're going to put up shots and try to score, as they should.
And you know what? It's at times like that, it's not fair to those guys to come in and stall it out. It's not, because they put in the work just like everybody else does.
Absolutely. They're in practice with these guys, and they're giving these guys a look, and let them get a little shine and try to get some buckets.
Clock is running, under 2 minutes to play. Manuel Monroy into the lineup. He has it at the free throw line. Bounce pass over to Ryder. He'll give it up to McCormick. McCormick in the paint. Has it stripped away. And that's Jace Parker with it. And Ross Ryder knocks it away from behind. Good hustle by Ross. Ross is one of those that's got some speed. I know he was a middle school trackster last year that had a lot of success, so he's got some speed out there as well.
He's got a really good build, and, I mean, looks like he's got wide shoulders and looks like he could grow. I mean,
Jace Parker missed the three. Bodie McCormick with the rebound. And the thing about it is, with these freshmen, there's a lot of growth you can look forward to. Elvin, pass underneath. Oh, can't handle it, but last touch by Wiley, so Lakin will keep it. Good pass by Elvin to Bodie in the paint.
I actually got to see them play Syracuse here last week or whenever that was, and got to see Coach Taylor get a win there, so that was cool. It's a good game.
Elvin in the far corner on the drive, stops, spins, off the glass. Elvin Marino with the bucket. Bronx on a 13-0 run. Opened the second half on a 14-0 run to really open things up. Three from the left side, good.
25.
That was James Person. Bronx lose the handle. Nice win for the Bronx here this afternoon. 10 seconds to go. Shot in the paint. We've got a foul. Number 34, Josh Barraza with the foul. And I don't think it was a shooting foul anyway, was it? I don't know.
They're calling it off, it looks like.
Yep, they're going to call it off. And that's the ball game. But the Bronx, an impressive 77-40 win. Just 3 points scored in that fourth quarter by Wiley.
Yep.
But the Bronx had the luxury of that running clock in that fourth quarter. But the Bronx in that quarter, 13-0 run, outscoring the opponent 13-2. But more importantly, the Bronx just bounced back after a disappointing win last night. And, Wiley was a good team, big team, 11-4 coming into tonight. Bronx having no trouble once they got rolling.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was answer the bell time tonight after Elkhart last night. And boys were, I think, fortunate to get such a quick turnaround, and they really took advantage of it tonight and really played well. Top to bottom, I mean, just the whole roster.
And the freshmen were exciting to watch today. Adric off the bench with 8 points. Calder as a starter, he had 3. Eric Munson came off firing, got a 3 off the bench. Elvin Marino with 2. Austin Ritzma with 2. So, it's nice to see some of those freshmen that, there again, you were a freshman once.
Yep.
For one, you value that time, but that's what you need as you grow through the program. That gets you, better prepared for varsity action down the road.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said earlier, there's no experience like in-game experience, and it's very valuable. They'll take a lot from this.
And the thing about it is, the experience, but even I just look at it too, speed-wise.
Yeah.
There's just the speed of the game.
Absolutely.
You can't wait till a kid is a junior or a senior, make him a first-time starter, first-time varsity action. You know what? He's going to get blown away.
Yeah.
No, it's a different pace, and every level you go up, it's just a higher pace, and you got to play harder for longer, and that's always an adjustment for kids.
Well, the Bronx once again with a big win, 77-40, and we'll take a timeout. A lot of great sponsors make Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube and LakinSports.com possible. They've been with us through the years, and greatly appreciate all they've done for us. I think I've got one more video to go, and then we'll come back with the final wrap, and we'll have the numbers, and we'll talk to the coach.
At Lakin Drug, their mission
Thanks
is
for joining
simple.
us. We'll be back
They
right
strive
after
to
this.
provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, LakinSports.com. Brett Hendricks along with Roman Lane. Bronx win it. A good afternoon for the Lady Bronx and the Bronx. As disappointing as it was last night, a good afternoon. Lady Bronx winning earlier 55-27 and Bronx 77-40 over the Panthers here in our nightcap. But just a nice bounce back win. Let's look at the totals. First for Wiley. These are unofficial, but I've got Cooper Tixier with 10 points, Connor Wallert with 5, Riley Comer with 4, Evan Larrick with 5, Weston Langston with 6, Ivan Ayala with 2, and Rhett McDonald with 3. For the Bronx, Cervando Gonzalez, a nice bounce back, even though I say bounce back, but he had 22 points last night. But I tell you what, these 29 came a lot easier than those 22 did last night.
No, I mean, he took some tough shots last night. He took some tough shots tonight. The difference was he made a lot more early tonight. He really got off to that slow start last night. And he kicked it into high gear late, but just a little too late.
Alan Martinez following with 17 points. Connor Hudson with 13. Connor, strong first half. Had 4 threes and came off, got off to a really fast start. Didn't really need him much in the second half.
No, he really shot it well, especially early. He really got us off to a good start.
Alan Martinez with the 17 points bounces back from the 6-point output he had last night. But what was real funny about the slow start by the Bronx last night, Cervando and Allen both were held scoreless in the first quarter. Neither one of them had been held scoreless in the first quarter all year long.
Yeah, it was pretty wild to see us at 9-9 and Cervando and Allen have none, and we have 3 freshmen with a 3 apiece.
Yeah, exactly. Adric off the bench with 8 second-half points. Calder finished with 3. Eric Munson with 3. Elvin Marino with 2. Austin Rissima with 2. But there again, like you said earlier, with Chakey off the bench with 8. Eric Munson, he just came off the bench and fired up the 3. But these guys are becoming fearless and doing good things.
Eric had a heck of a drive in the second half. He didn't convert, but just to even try to make that play and have the confidence to make that play shows his growth and just another year getting stronger, and he'll be making those in a year. So.
Oh, yep, definitely so. From the free throw line, Wiley did not attempt a free throw in the second half. They finished the game 3 of 6. Bronx just 1 of 2 in the second half from the free throw line. Finished the game 3 of 5, and same situation. Didn't really need free throws in the second half as the Bronx opened up the big lead and cruise on to the 37-point win. So you ready to take this over and I can retire?
No, absolutely
No?
not. I am out of my element a little bit here. It was overwhelming, but a lot of fun all at the same time. It makes everything go really quick, and I really enjoyed it. Appreciate you having me.
I'm glad you opened your mouth, I guess, on Wednesday. You can't say something in front of me that you might want to jump in, might want to help, because I'm gonna hold you to it.
You bet. No, I don't regret it for sure. It was a lot of fun, and it was cool just to see kind of how this goes. And you guys have been doing this basically since I was a junior, I think, in high school, and always really appreciated
Yeah.
it then, and I really appreciate it even more now. And being able to see and watch the games, it's when we can't make it live.
Oh, well, it's a lot of fun, and I'll tell you what, we get the opportunity to do it again. We'll invite you in.
You bet.
If you're willing to do
You
it.
bet. No, we'll see what happens. I know Blart does a great job here, but if he's out of town, let's see what's up.
Well, the other night when we visited, at first you kind of agreed to it, then you kind of hesitated and thought, well, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't
I
know.
don't know if I want to do this, but the more I talked, the more we got you in.
Yeah, you bet. The more you talked and the more gas I was getting from my friends at the table, it got me in and couldn't back out at that point. So.
Yeah, that's right. Especially when your friends are dogging you. You can't back down in front of your buddies. So it gives them more ammo. So
you bet. Maybe we got some viewers tonight.
Yeah, maybe so. I bet we did. All right, we'll hand it off to Coach, and we'll visit with him, and we'll wrap this baby up. Coach got sidetracked a little bit, but he's sliding in, and he'll visit with us. And now we're joined by Bronx head coach Nate Schmidt, and I don't know if maybe a bounce back win. I don't know, but just a nice win on a Saturday afternoon by the Bronx. Definitely got off to a lot better start, and everything just seemed to be clicking again.
Yeah, we called the timeout early. And it was one of our main focuses was getting off to a good start, and we haven't done that as of late, and so we called the early timeout, and I had to get after him a little bit. Unfortunately, sometimes as a coach, that's what you have to do, but I wanted him to know right from the beginning, like, we're not going down this road again. We're going to start getting off to good starts, and I felt like from that point on they responded very well, and I thought our pressure was really good. Our rotations were better. We did a much better job understanding scouting report. And we shot the ball well, I hate to say it, not to make any excuses, but, last night just wasn't Lakin basketball.
No.
And, again, Elkhart had a lot to do with that, but, it was a great bounce back win. It was nice to be able to get back on the court, and I thought the boys played well and did a very, very nice job today. 3
players back in double figures tonight, a big night. Cervando kind of spoils us, 29 points tonight, but it's just what we just expect out of him anymore. And that's hard to do when you look at a high school teenager to expect that, but seems to always answer the bell, though.
Yeah, he's a special player, and that's what I was hinting towards earlier when, it's like, oh, man, he only had 22 last night and struggled a little bit, and it's because we get spoiled. I remember we kind of went through a phase like that. It might have been like, when I think Blart may have been a junior, when Hunter and Dawson and Diego and them were seniors, and, it was like we would win by 20, and it was like, we're kind of off. And it's like, well, when you get to that point where, you get kind of spoiled, it's like, oh, we only won by 20, where there's a lot of teams that would love to win by 20. There's a lot of players that would love to score 22, and, he's a really, really good player. I mean, when he gets going, he's tough to stop.
There was one time, and it was just like he just looked at the defenders. Are you going to come out or not? Yeah. Okay, pop.
Yep.
And me and Roman commented about that. But that's when you're feeling it. You're back in your groove when you're able to do that. But Allen back in double figures with 17. Connor Hudson shot the ball really well in the first half. Had 1 point in the second half, but didn't need him firing from 3 in the second half as much. But good to see he got the stroke down a little bit in the first half.
Yeah, when he's making shots, he's we're much better when you can add that. I mean, because all of our action is trying to get guys downhill and make the defense choose. Are you going to stay with the shooter? And if you do, then we're going to get a layup. Are you going to help? And then we always have that outlet there, that corner 3. And when Connor's hitting those, we're at our best because it's just an added bonus. But and then when Connor's making shots, he just he seems to play so much better everywhere else. His confidence is high and did a good job. So I'm happy for Connor. I thought he played well, and just overall good job by everybody tonight.
the young kids tonight, I thought was exciting. Adric off the bench with 8 points. But one thing about Eric Munson, he's, really no longer a freshman because he's played all year, but he came off the bench in that first half. First time he touched the ball, fired a three and hit it from the wing. But you can just see the confidence.
Yeah.
And these kids, when they get on the floor, they're expecting to do things on the floor now.
And I think that's, the frustration that's built up in us from last night is, those are the same shots we're getting last night. We just weren't knocking them down, and you can't tell the kids not to shoot them because they're good shooters. They make those. And, they were hitting them tonight. I think we hit, 15, 16, 17 as a team, something like that. But, when you're shooting the ball like that, we're tough to beat. But it's nice. The word that stood out to me when you talk about these young guys is confidence, And if you've got freshmen on the floor in varsity games and big games and they're confident as 14, 15-year-olds, then they turn into the Cerv Allen and Connors by the time they're seniors. The difference between Cerv Allen and Connor and these freshmen is there's about 10 of those freshmen that are capable of being those three by the time they're seniors, and that's really scary to think about.
Exactly. There towards the end of the game, nice to see Alvin Moreno get a basket. He's one of those that's practicing every day, and nice to see him get one. Good job, Cerv. Great game. And also, Austin Ritzma, what a spin move for his first basket down there. And there's again, another one of them younger players. But Austin Ritzma, as a 6'4" freshman, what can he be like when he's a freshman?
Yeah.
He keeps growing, and like I said, great spin move to get his first basket.
Yeah, and you talked about Elvin. Elvin's an extremely hard worker. He's a great kid, Next to Cerv, he probably gets the keys to work on his game more than any other player we have. He's a hard worker. He's very coachable, and it's you like to see him have success. And he may very easily win our Practice Player of the Year award because he brings it every single day. And then you talk about Austin Ritzma. He was injured the first half of the season. We got him back, and he's only gotten better since then. But yeah, he's going to be a problem. He's going to be a 6'5", 6'6" kid by the time he's a senior. He's athletic. He almost kind of looks like a baby deer out there still. He hasn't grown into his body. And, he was in. He got 2 deflections, a steal. He had a nice spin move and a bucket. And, that's the thing, too. There was another time a kid drove and he just altered a shot, which, he doesn't show up on anything. But, think about that. By the time those guys are seniors, you've got Coulter, who's going to be 6'3", 6'4", and then you've got Ritzma in there that's going to be 6'4", 6'5", and playing the same way we play, the same style, but now adding some length to it. And then there's several other than freshmen. Some of them are really small and haven't grown yet, but then there's some other ones in there, Tyler Holloway is going to be long, and Eric Munson's going to be long, and, to be able to add length to the way we play, that's scary to think, how the potential there.
And Ross Ryder's one of those 5'10" freshmen that
see, they just keep coming from everywhere. There's so many of them.
He's got growing to do too. And and one thing I commented too is he's also very quick. That you don't see it too much, but he was a track star as a middle schooler last year, so he's got some very quick feet. And a lot of young players are getting some valuable playing time, and it's exciting to watch those kids. And it's only going to be better watching them as they grow as well.
Yeah, and you mentioned Ross, he's just a raw talent right now, as we develop his skill, and he's excellent in the weight room, and he's a 3-sport athlete, and he's fast, he's athletic, he's smart, he's coachable, so he's going to be a heck of a player for us. There's a whole bunch of them. There's some that we're not even talking about yet. So, that's it's going to be a fun group. So.
Definitely is. Well, for one, enjoying getting back in the win column. The Bronx improved to 15-3. Never time off, but a chance to get away from some games and is to work on some things and maybe get your legs back for the final 2 games of the regular season, because then it's sub-state time and no looking back, and you got to be ready. So it'll be kind of odd. We won't be back on the floor for another 5 or 6 days, but the kids will, it'll help them to, get some game legs back underneath them.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And that's what's difficult sometimes with the way we play, and the back-to-backs and the 3 in a week, it makes it difficult. But, we'll give them tomorrow off. In fact, we're giving them Monday off also, and then we're going to go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to hit it hard, focus on us, and a game Friday, and then you get 1 practice and you play Hugoton, and then it's win or go home. So it's a fun time of year. So we're looking forward to the opportunity to get back in the gym and practice and get better. Like, we haven't had a chance to focus on us in quite some time. So looking forward to that.
You need to get with that guy that schedules those 4 games in 8-day stretches.
Yeah, I don't know. Him and I, we're going to have a talk this evening. See if we can't figure something out.
But you know what, though? The kids would rather be doing that than practicing. So
They would, yeah, absolutely. So
they'd play a game every day if they didn't have to go to practice. And the thing about it is they put forth, I mean, a game effort's a lot more than practice. And nothing against practice, but, I mean, games got to be 100% or you're wasting your time playing a game. So,
absolutely.
But it'll be fun. And, Coach, as always, thanks for taking the time to visit with me. I know it was a lot happier to do it tonight.
Yeah.
And we don't have to drive home in some snow. Boy, wasn't that weird last night?
Yeah, holy cow.
Is that my check?
This is a receipt here.
Receipt
it looks like I better get this to Kay, or she'll have me. So,
hey, congratulations!
Right.
Good win tonight, as always.
I
appreciate it. You visiting with us, and go back and check it out. Roman passed the test.
Did he? I'm sure he did a great job. So
he
that's
passed
awesome.
the test. I keep trying to ask him now if he wants to take it over, and I can just sit and watch.
There you go.
I don't think he's going to do it yet.
Not yet.
Not
he's
yet.
Not there yet. Okay.
No. We had a good time, though. It was a great day.
Good. Yep. Thank you for everything.
Hey, you bet you. You bet. Thanks, Coach. That was Bronx head coach Nate Schmidt. And once again, the Bronx win it tonight, 77-40. The Lady Bronx in our earlier game, they won by the score of 55-27. Now we're off for a few days. We're off till Friday when the Deerfield Spartans make the 8-mile trip here to battle the Bronx. And we'll have all that action for you right here on Lakin Bronx Sports, YouTube, LakinSports.com. So for all the sponsors that make LakinSports.com and Lakin Bronx Sports possible, we thank them sponsors. I'll tell you what, we can't thank them enough, and we ask that you do the same, because I think it almost means more for the people to go and thank them than it does for me. So please thank them for us. Sandy was taking pictures tonight, have those on Facebook. And J.D. Ham, of course, he's not at the games, but he does so much for us to make these games possible. And a big thank you to Roman Lane filling in tonight. Had a great day, had fun, and really worked. It worked out good. So Roman, great job, appreciate it. And that's going to wrap it up from here at the Lakin Middle School Gym. I'm Brett Hendricks. Thanks for joining us. Have a great rest of the weekend. A great week. We'll back on the air next Friday when Deerfield comes to town. We'll see you then. Take care.